is the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertsons and broadcasting live from Sidecar Social at the Star in Frisco. Brought to you by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Cowboys. Tastes like Miller time. Albertsons in Tom Thumb, the official supermarket and pharmacy of the Dallas Cowboys. Lucchese, the official bootmaker of the Dallas Cowboys. Blockchain.com, make your crypto play today. Buffalo Wild Wings. If it's game day, Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to be. Altec Lansing. Just listen with Altec Lansing, perfecting sound since 1927. And by Omni. Omni Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, your hosts, Nicole Hutchison and Brad Shan.
And welcome everybody to the Cowboys Hour. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you, those of you who have come out here to Sidecar Social in Frisco for braving the rain and the storms that were here before. Great place to enjoy the great food and drink. And we've got Monday Night Football coming up. Mavericks will be on a little bit later on. You can watch each one 4 times all at the same time just by turning around in your chair. So come on out and join us. We're very happy to have all of you here. Delighted to have all of you wherever you're joining us on the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network and wherever and whenever you're watching us streaming on DallasCowboys.com. Hi. And that handsome young man down there is KaVontae Turpin, number 9 right there.
How y'all doing?
All right, Turp. Hey, thank you for coming out. We appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
You bet. I'm going to ask you to move that mic up in front of your mouth just a little bit more. We don't want to miss
Y'all can hear me?
one syllable. That is
Already.
absolutely perfect.
Yes, sir.
Where to begin? Where do you the plane ride last night, I'm sure, was one with frustration. That was one of the ones that you probably were glad it was a shorter flight last night. But how does everybody kind of keep a positive attitude with the last few weeks?
I just say, man, everybody just got going there, man. Just exit the egos. Everybody just go out there and just try to win at this point. We lost the last 2 games, and I just say, man, everybody just go out there and just buy in on what the coach is trying to do, and as you go out there and just be focused and just trying to win. Anything you do out there on the field, just do it to win.
You're more of like a lead by example type of guy, not one of the like vocal type of leaders, but you have some guys that are those vocal type leaders. Who has been kind of like the person to kind of gather you guys together, keep you guys kind of locked in and still somewhat confident no matter what happens, especially like something like last night?
I say Dak Prescott for sure. He the leader of the whole team. And I'll just say, this came as a surprise, coming to the season. Demo, the linebacker, number 13, he's an unbelievable player, man. He's one of those guys, he coming to his second year, he got ACL last year. He one of them guys that's, we don't look to, just to speak up, but he one of those guys that look up and he go about it on the field. He go play like it's his last.
Some people may not notice this. Usually, DeMarcus Lawrence, who is a powerful presence, does the little hype speech for your huddle before you go into the locker room.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then D-Law got hurt, so and Dak's done it for a few weeks. But I noticed yesterday that it was Overshown.
Yeah, Overshown
doing that.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. He can't even put in the words, man. He's just an unbelievable player, man. He's a young guy, but he acts like an older guy. One of those guys. He's unbelievable, man. Just to see him out there fly, and I'm happy to just, he's not even worrying about his knee from last year. He's just going out there, just flying, just playing great football right now.
So what was something that he might have said yesterday after the loss?
I don't know if I can say it right here because
it's okay.
The language. The language.
Well,
we
can clean it up a little bit. Turp, come on.
But he just was just saying like F it. Just go out there. We having the frustrated year right now. Just go out there and just just win. He just saying F it and just go out there and just try to win. Just do everything you got to do to win.
For him, he's coming off a year where he never expected to lose a year to an injury. You come into this with, I think, and we've had this conversation before, you've been on this show, but I mean, you have probably a heightened sense of gratitude for where you are because of your journey in getting here. It wasn't necessarily the conventional road here. So is that a source of motivation to keep yourself grounded when you think about where you've been and how lucky you are to just be able to put on a uniform and go play an NFL game? When things aren't going well, does that help?
Yeah, I just say, man, just looking back at the past, just going out there, it just keep me humble. I never got too cocky, never got, like I'm bigger than anybody else. I just stayed cocky and just waited for my opportunity, and every opportunity I get, I just try to take advantage of it.
How would you describe your journey, Kavante?
I just say long.
Yeah.
Very long. I mean, I've been playing football for 4 years straight. No stop. I just say long, man, very long. But I got the off season last year. I just say that's my only break for like the last 3 years. I just say it's been long, but it's been wonderful. It's just been long but wonderful.
So let's talk a little bit about. I want to, when we have a little more time, I want to talk about your role, the way you've grown into the offense, your expansion of it. But clearly, you are not just the return man now. You're an important part of the receiving rotation, and now everybody's got a shift because Dak Prescott will not be available Sunday. We don't know how long he'll be out, but it could be a few weeks. And so we know what kind of leader and inspiration he'll be off the field. But you're adjusting now to playing with Cooper Rush. So for you, I don't know how many reps you get with Cooper in training camp and in practice regularly. He's got a track record. 2 years ago he did a great job of keeping the club going in a playoff run. What's the difference? What's for a receiver, and especially for yourself, to adjusting to Cooper running the team now?
I just say, for me, when I came in like 3 years ago, Cooper Rush, me and him did scout teams together. So me and him got a lot of chemistry, just like y'all seen the last fourth quarter of the last game. We was connected with some passes, but Cooper Rush, I just say, man, he just always stay ready. Even when his number is called, he's always ready. Sit behind deck, learn behind deck, but when his number is called, he's ready to perform. And he's just one of those guys that just keep his head. He don't even say much, but he keep his head down. When he's ready, he's ready.
You talk about when his number's called, he performs. And that was something that even Mike McCarthy had mentioned in today's press conference. He's 4-1 in his starts. How good does it, for you guys, does it make you guys feel as far as confidence, knowing that you have a guy that can still come out and ball the way he does?
It's just like Cooper. He been in his offense, for what, 7 years now? I'm confident in him. He confident in himself. So with our receiver core, I just feel like we just got to go out there and just, like we do for Dak, go out there and just try to be open, not saying that it's Cooper Rush, anybody at quarterback, even if it's Trey Lance. Just go out there and just perform and just try to get open for him.
What do you like that Cooper Rush brings to this offense?
Competitive. He don't speak, but he going to go out there and compete for sure. He don't even say too much. He going to go compete, though.
Well, how's it different in the huddle?
In the huddle, he say what he got to say, but then it's on to the next. But he go through all his reads, too. He trying to get the ball. He's not trying to run. He's not trying to, just get a ball to anybody. He's trying to, go through his reads and just, get the offense moving.
Brian Schottenheimer was saying today, the offensive coordinator, that, and we've heard him say it before, that Cooper is one of the most intelligent quarterbacks that he's ever been around. What differentiates him? And does it feel like there's even a backup quarterback in there from the leadership and understanding? Not saying he's not talking about physicality or skill set, but from the leadership and command of the huddle and all that, does it feel like there's even a backup when he's running the team?
Nah, not to be honest. To me, he's not a backup. He can go to any team, and I feel like he can start. It's certain teams that got their franchise quarterback, but when Cooper get in there, it's just like Dak. He come in, he's just like a leader. He go out there and just try to get everybody in position, everybody to win.
What's the confidence level of the other guys in the receiver room in Cooper?
Everybody, cause they know Cooper gonna go through all his reads. He's not gonna pick to one guy and just try to get this, but he's gonna go through all his reads. Even with the run game, he gonna get it going.
Speaking of the run game, how good did it feel to see Rico Dowdle go out there as RB1?
Yeah, man, the last 2 weeks, man, he been going out there, he been going to perform. Even when the blocks ain't there, he try to make something out of anything. So I just say, man, Rico, man, he every week, every time he get the ball, he go out there and try to make a play.
The home and road thing is funny. I've never seen a building make a tackle, so I don't know what the difference is between playing in a home stadium and a road stadium. Theoretically, you should be more comfortable at home. The crowd's for you. You're sleeping in your own bed most of the time, and so, but you had a disparity on your team this year. What happens home and road? What's the mindset?
To be honest, man, because, the last 2 years we've been good on home games and bad on away games, and this year it's just the exact opposite. So, to be honest, man, I can't really tell you what's the big problem. I feel like everybody just frustrated at this point. Everybody just trying to do too much than their job, pretty much. That's what I get from how everything going. Everybody just trying to do too much, and I just feel like I said, everybody stay on their P's and Q's and just put the egos away and just go out and try to just win for one another and just win together in this football. I feel like we'll be all right.
How do you keep those those frustrations from not boiling over too long?
Yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's a new generation, things different now, man. So, when I was growing up, man, everybody just wanted to win, now it's a lot of egos in the National Football League now. So it's hard now, man. Everybody just frustrated right now.
Give me an example of that.
Where do I start?
Wherever you want. We've got another 40 minutes to go.
Right.
Wherever you want.
Where do I start? But like I was saying, man, it's hard right now, man. It's everybody trying their best just to win, and everybody not clicking at the same time right now. Everybody not on the same page, like offense, defense, quarterback, running back, receivers. Everybody not on the same page right now. I feel like everybody trying to do too much everybody trying to control what they can't control, pretty much. That's how I can say it.
And then we'll take a break. There's an old saying that it's impossible to hit a 6-run homer. And when things are kind of going against you, do you find guys maybe trying? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Everybody's trying to hit a 6-run homer.
Yeah. Everybody just trying to make that big play and just wait till it come to you, pretty much.
All right, we got a lot to talk about with the Cowboys. KaVontae Turpin tonight. We are on the Cowboys Hour at Sidecar Social at the Star District in Frisco. We'll be right back.
Back to the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertsons and broadcasting live from Sidecar Social at the Star in Frisco.
Welcome back. Thanks again to everybody who has come out tonight to be with us at Sidecar Social and wherever you are listening or streaming on DallasCowboys.com. I'm Brad Sham with Nicole Hutchinson and the Cowboys' exciting receiver and return specialist, the Pro Bowler KaVontae Turpin. Delighted to have everyone with us. And Nicole, who makes it possible for us to be here?
I got you covered, Brad. When it comes time to shop for your tailgate favorites, go to Albertsons and Tom Thumb. Get 10% off your groceries every Dallas Cowboys game day when you wear your Cowboys jersey. Albertsons and Tom Thumb, the official supermarket and pharmacy of the Dallas Cowboys.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
So the Cowboys will be playing the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday at 3:30 in the afternoon at home. Seemed like a while, like a minute since you played a home game, doesn't it?
Yeah, man, been like 2 weeks for sure.
And do you look forward to just the familiarity of what the stadium feels like when it's been a while like that?
Man, to be honest, I'm just trying to get a win. You know, I'm just trying to go out there.
You don't care where it is?
Yeah, I don't care where it is. Like, to be honest, I'm just trying to go out there and just, get a W, man. It's been a while since we got a W, and I'm kind of losing that feeling, so I'm trying to get back to it.
Let me ask you this. How much would it mean to get a W on Sunday?
Oh, great, because, we'll be 1-0 in division. So that'd be great.
What's the difference for you from when you first stepped foot in AT&T Stadium until now, and as far as the feeling of playing in AT&T Stadium?
It's just like unbelievable. Like it still feel like unreal. It feel like don't supposed to be playing for the Cowboys. I just say like 2000. Before I even signed with the Cowboys, a lot of people don't even know this story. Before I even played with the Cowboys, what they did is the 2021 season. I came 2022. 2021 when they played the Giants here.
Yeah.
I was working with Dunbar, the guy that played here a couple years ago. I was doing his nonprofit thing, and I was working in the concession stand that game. A lot of people don't know that. And the next year, I was with the Cowboys.
What were you selling?
I was just in the concession stand selling nachos, Cokes, popcorn,
whatever they were buying.
Yeah, whatever they were buying.
You just decided to do that?
Yeah, well, yeah, I ain't have a lot going. I was just trying to, put my name back out there. During that time, kind of find out it was great.
Let's talk about your role. Jumped onto the scene with the two exciting returns on the preseason game against the Chargers right away. And I don't mean to live in the past, but when you had that game, did you think, oh, this is going to be easier than I thought?
No, not to be real. At that point, I was really just trying to get a spot on the team. I really wasn't even expecting to, see what the football NFL experience was. I really just, trying to make the team at that point. Then when I returned it, I knew that, I belonged here. I belonged in the NFL. I knew I could do special things on this Dallas Cowboys team.
On kickoff returns, what's the mindset that you have as far as when you get the ball in your hands?
I'm trying to score every play, but the mindset that Bones tell me, just try to get past the 35-yard line, we'll be the best in the nation.
So do you like the new kickoff return rule?
Yeah, but
prefer or the older?
I really don't like any one of them because I don't get too many chances. I wish they would kick push it back 10 yards if I can at least get a chance. But it's I'm getting a lot of chances this year. A lot of guys trying to keep the ball in play, trying to put it back. So it's a living right now.
I mean, you understand that they've seen you return the ball.
Right.
They really don't want to give you an opportunity. But do you think this new system has increased the chances that you give? Last year before, but it's gone. It's out the back of the end zone.
Yeah, I feel like it's better because I feel like the NFL just itself trying to get the game back in play. And I feel like it go to the coaches and all that to at least put some balls in play on kickoff and kickoff return. So I feel like it's a change of rule. I feel like next year it'll probably be better because I feel like Bones gonna go and a couple coordinators gonna go try to get the kickoffs moved back about 10 yards. So I feel like it'll be all right.
Refresh my memory. Were you ever a running back?
I played running back in high school.
In high school.
Yes, sir.
So one of the things that a lot of us thought might, and maybe it'll still happen, that the new rule might be better and that more running backs might be return men, was that because the two lines are so close to each other now, that the opening of the holes and the reading of them would be much more like the case for a running back from scrimmage. Is that sound thinking?
It's pretty much like Bones, like he'll try to put me and Deuce back there when Deuce up. It's pretty much like a running back. And now that you think about it, every return that we got is a running back except for me. Now you think about it, so I guess that was that's the move.
And Wanye,
pretty much Wanye.
Yeah.
I guess that's the move. I guess everybody trying to and other teams do running backs too. So I guess so.
All right, now punt returns, that's a different deal.
Way different.
Talk to us.
I pretty much say it's way different because guys really don't want to do punt return because guys are afraid to look up at the ball while guys coming to you. A lot of guys really don't want to do it, but I feel like to me it's easy for me because a lot of kickers, the only thing they're gonna do for me is just kick it up in the sky, and it's really gonna be easy for me to to catch it. But only time I really think I'm finna get a return is if they backed up, they 28 in, and they got no choice but to boom it. So that's when I know I'm finna get a good return or a returnable ball pretty much. But if it's inside the 50 or 40, 30, I know they only gonna kick me sky balls.
What do you feel like separates you from other punt returns, other kick returners in the NFL? Of course, your speed.
I just feel like I'm way more explosive, and my vision is way more advanced than more people. And I just feel like with my speed too, I feel like a lot of guys, it's hard to tackle me pretty much.
How has your vision improved over the last couple of years and from college? Because you were a hell of a kickoff returner, hell of a punt returner in college as well.
I just say man, coming to this year, it got way better because I went to the doctor. I got these glasses now, so pretty much I got the contest. But my rookie year and last year, I was pretty much blind out there. I really couldn't see, to be honest. But now, this year, it opened up pretty much because now I got the contacts. And so it's pretty much clear, pretty much.
So you're saying the contacts help?
Oh, help a lot.
All right.
Help a lot.
So let's just make sure everyone understands.
Help a lot.
This is the first year you've been playing with contact lenses.
Yes, sir.
And
crazy.
Before that,
I was blind out there.
That's insane.
I was blurry. Yes, it's blurry.
So you was just out there, just running.
Just out there running.
so if you're returning a punt, and you're standing back there, not this year, and you're standing back, and you're looking, is there a certain point where you say, "Oh, there it is"?
Yeah. When it's coming down. Yeah, when I see it and it's coming down, that's when I know it.
Was it blurry or clear?
It's blurry, yeah. The last 2 years, it's blurry. I couldn't really see it. My eyes was bad, bad.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was
I'm actually bamboozled right now.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, that was bad for sure.
So what difference does it make if you can see? How
You see the difference now? I don't even get too many chances now. That's why I scored on the Cleveland game. I could see way better through them holes then.
So that's a really interesting thing because you think the first thing I thought of was picking up the ball. But you're talking about also being able to see.
Yeah, see my
coming at you.
blockers. Yeah, my blockers see everybody. Pretty much, I can see the ball, but it's pretty much like reading the blocks, seeing the blocks before it happened. Everything just was blurry the last 2 years, pretty much.
So you were going on instinct.
Yeah, pretty much. I was going off instincts.
And you also had to know who was aligned, where they were aligned at.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so now you're back there. When did you get these contacts?
Going into training camp.
This year.
Yes, sir.
So you go into the preseason. Did you return in the preseason? They didn't let you.
I didn't return.
No, you see, that's how you know you've made it in the NFL.
Yeah,
you are now too valuable to return in a preseason game.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
okay, so we're in Cleveland. We start the season, and the first punt comes down, and you look. And so, what's that experience? You're looking up and saying, "Oh, damn! I can see where they are."
Yeah, I really can see. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Going into the Cleveland game, the first punt return. This one I knew was better when I caught the ball and I had to run right now. I can see, I can look and prefer where I want to go pretty much. Last year and the year before, I had to just go down. We have a rocket return. Rocket is pretty much going right. The first 2 years, if I had a rocket return, I had to go right now. This year, I can take my time, set the blocks up, and make it way more easy for my blockers.
Who did you tell? Did Coach Fossil know this?
Nobody on the coaching staff knows.
Did the trainers know?
They knew I was blind. Yeah, they knew. They knew for sure. Yeah, they knew.
And now these athletic trainers are award winners. This is as good a training staff as there is in professional sports. Did anybody ever say to you, Turp, it's dangerous going out there like wearing a bag over your head, man. You can't do it.
Nah, pretty much they wouldn't have said me because I was still out there making plays. So it seemed like it seemed like it wasn't a factor. But when I got the context, it made it way more clear.
But did anybody say to you, you ought to do something about this?
Nah, not really.
So what made you do it?
I just feel like it would be better for me to see.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah,
yes.
For me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a good thing. Well, then how has it, I can only imagine how it has influenced your work as a receiver.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Which is why you've got more catches. Well, it's part of the reason that you got more catches in the first half of this year than you did all of last year.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So what do you see differently when you're running around?
I really can read defenses way more clearly. I can see, like, when they trying to disguise, I already know what's going on. Like, last year, it was just a lot going on in my head. Last year, like, I was really much didn't know what was going on because it's, like, my first year really, like, playing receiving, and I know how defensive coordinators do with the schemes and stuff. And then, like, this year, it got way more clear because I guess I say the context and, like, pretty much learning, too. You know, learning in the film room, and pretty much learning from C.D. Lamb, too. And, like, he helped me out a lot, you know, learning defenses and stuff like that. So they helped me out a lot.
All right, we're gonna take our next break while we all think about what it would be like to try to return kicks or play receiver in the NFL when you can't really see. And then we'll be back and get more into it with KaVontae Turpin on the Cowboys Hour at Sidecar Social.
Back to the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertsons, and broadcasting live from Sidecar Social at the Star in Frisco.
All right, welcome back into Sidecar here for Cowboys Hour. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring some energy. We love it. We love it. Nicole Hutchison here with Brad Sham, KaVontae Turpin, and this segment is brought to you by Luke Casey. Stand tall while you're tailgating or cheering in the stands with the Dallas Cowboys Collection by Luke Casey. Shop the collection today at Luke Casey's 6 DFW locations or online at lukecasey.com. Luke Casey, the official boot of the Dallas Cowboys and Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Back to you, KaVontae. Have you embraced, Brad Sham kind of mentioned it a little bit, of your role getting a little bit bigger. How have you kind of embraced that?
Just give the opportunity, just go out there on the offense and, just try to make plays. That's one thing that I came in the NFL trying to do, just trying to show, all the GMs, anybody, 32 teams that, I'm more than a special team guy. I could be, gadget guy, whatever you need me to be on the offense end, be a decoy guy, whatever you need me. So, in my role on the offense, I feel like we got better this year.
Coach McCarthy talked in training camp about I was talking to him one day about the young receivers, Flanoy, and you had some other rookies, and obviously Brooks is still a young receiver, and Tolbert is for that matter. And he made a special point of saying, but, Turpin is a receiver. He's not just a return man. So you had a sense coming into the year that they had more confidence in you and a bigger role planned?
Yeah, I had especially with the CD stuff going on during the off season. I knew they were going during the training camp. I knew they were going throw me in there, see what I could do. So I was ready for it. And I feel like this training camp went out there and just showed them that I can be able to run routes, any kind of route that they need me to run. And they play it off.
Okay, so let's talk about that, because I'm really interested in this part of it. Because clearly you can run any kind of route. Now, if you are running in a drill on air, it's a little different than if you are if you're going up against a 6'2", 190-pound cornerback, right?
Yeah.
And we had a great example. Was it two games ago where you ran two routes down the sideline? One of them, the end of the game, you might have had a chance to catch it, but it was contested. And the other one, you had two bigger guys on you. It didn't feel to me like those are the best routes for you. I like you in space. But why are those routes that are okay for you to run?
I just feel like with this offense, we don't got too many guys that really can, take the top off the defense, and they try to use men to be cooks for that, So I feel like that's a good route, but I just feel like if it's double coverage, if the guy going to go over there on top of me, you shouldn't throw it. But I pretty much you should put me like on posts, like not go balls, not too many go balls, but like post routes, and I feel like they'll be best on a post route.
And then there's things like screens and digs, and there's things that get you out into space. Do you really look forward to those? Because isn't that the best opportunity for you to use your natural skills?
Yeah, pretty much. Just like Pittsburgh week, I feel like they used me great during the Pittsburgh game. Going into motion, running bubbles, running. I feel like that's how they should use me. Doing whatever they want to use me in the game plan. Use me like that. Bubbles, screens, stuff like that. Let me run away from the defense. Let me put stress on the defense. So I feel like it'd be great if they use me like that.
Now, you're talking about going in motion, and we've seen with great success, you and CD both run the fly sweep, so you're a threat. They've got to think about it whenever you go in motion. And I always think about whenever I see you getting the ball in the fly sweep, if they've sniffed that out, there's a lot of large people denying you anywhere to run. This is not like running a route.
Yeah.
Right? Talk us through that.
It's pretty much, man, I'm a small guy, but, I got the heart of a lion. So pretty much, size ain't a big thing to me. It just, when guys hit me, it's not really them. It's the ground. That ground is undefeated. That's what hurt people. Like, people getting hit hard and all that doesn't hurt people. It's getting how you land on that ground. That's what hurt people. So that's what I'd be afraid of, hitting that ground hard. So, because that you bounce back off on the ground.
Interesting.
Go
ahead.
You talk about the versatility of the different routes that you like to run, and the ways that they can play you. In this offense, you also have to be able to them have to be able to move you around. You can play the boundary inside. Where do you feel most comfortable lining up?
I like the slot, that's one of the spots that I grew up playing, especially in college, I was always in the slot with like where all the space at, so I feel way more comfortable in the spot. But if they want to put me on outside, I can be able to, run decoy routes for CD if they put them in the slot, if they need me to do it, I can do it.
Can I ask you one more thing? I want to go back to the returning thing just for a second. And I'm looking at your bio because I thought I remembered this, but I needed to look. So you did play in the indoor football league. In fact, for the Frisco Fighters, right?
In 2020, but the first game of the season that was finna happen, COVID happened.
So then they did.
So I never played a down in the indoor league, but
you practiced before it.
Yes, sir. I practiced.
So this is why I'm asking, because I did arena football for a few years and I loved it. Yeah. It's not the same game.
It's not the same game now.
But the kick returners, and people didn't realize this if you haven't watched indoor football, there's a net. And your job, they're going to kick it into the net.
Yeah, your job to not.
And your job is to catch it coming off the net.
Yeah.
Now, everybody stay with me for a minute. You're the kick returner. You're facing the field. They now kick off back over your head, and the net is behind you. And you have to do what? Turn your back to everybody so you can catch the ball off the net and then turn around and go.
The returner.
Yes.
Yeah.
How the hell do you do that?
That's, like I said, the crazy thing, my little brother, my blood little brother, he played with the Frisco Fighters last year, so he was doing it. And when I seen it, when I wasn't able to experience, but it looked like it was hard, but I don't know how them guys do that, Got to turn your back, then turn back around, then start back running. And, by the time you do that, the guy's already 10 yards in front of you. So I don't know why they even got that rule. I think it should be out of bounds, to be honest.
So you also, it's just like you not being able to see and running.
Well, my back not turned. My back not turned, so I can see him a little bit. I can see him a little bit.
What have you seen from other guys in this room as far as Jalen Tolbert and the way that he's grown over the years?
I pretty much say, man, JT, man, he's one of those guys that's, he don't like I say, I don't talk much. He don't even talk much, He's like one of those guys, like you say, lead by example. He's not going to talk too much, but when he needs to talk, he's going to speak up. But it's just like, see, we came in together, just seeing how he has grown now, and that he's wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3, it's unbelievable, man. Because he's going out there making plays, and whenever they get thrown his way, he's making plays, and I'm just. I'm truly happy for him, to see the way that he's grown and the player that he's becoming.
Because you came in together, you know him better than a lot of other guys do. How have you seen? The best I can do is tell by what I see on the field, how he runs routes. He looks confident. He looks in command. Looks like there's nothing that he can't do. And he was much more tentative y'all's rookie year. And that's not the case. But how do you, knowing him, see the growing confidence besides just what folks see on the field? I
just say, man, going to training camp, man, he stuck beside B. Cook like they was like real life brothers, and I feel like they helped him, they helped him gain that confidence. B. Cook's, he's one of those guys. He's a great encouragement, motivation speaker, or however you want to put it. Like he'll put something in your head that make you want to run through a wall. That's how B. Cook just talk.
Like what? What has he said?
Right, he just say like spiritual stuff that that make you want to run through a wall. That's just like the person that B. Cooks is. Just saying like JT and him just connect during his during training camp, and I feel like they gave JT boost of confidence.
So is it less what Cooks says than it is how he says it?
It's just how he says it. It's spiritual. It's just like Dak. Dak is a wonderful speaker, and B. Cooks is too, and just because he always bring God into it, so that's why I say he make you want to run through a wall, for real.
Speaking of spiritual, there's a little bit of a reach, but I'm going to contend not much.
Yeah.
You're a daddy.
Yeah, 2 kids.
How old?
1 year old, both.
that will change your perspective on life, will it not?
Yeah, it changed the way of thinking pretty much. The way that when you want to go outdoors pretty much.
How?
You know, man, I was, 2 years from now, I was a supporter guy. I'm not afraid to say it. I used to love to be outside, just have fun, When since my kids got here, man, it just, they've been out the window, man. Just trying to do anything that, just make them keep a smile on their face, make sure they know I'm always in their life, even though with the football stuff I'm always busy, but I'm always there for them.
Does the mindset change when it comes to football for you too, with your daughters?
Yeah, because I'm doing this for them pretty much now. I was doing it for my mom and all that. Now they changed. Now I'm doing it for my kids, and that's way more.
Does the sense of responsibility change in you?
Pretty much. That's why I said like the going out stuff, like they even out the window now. That's pretty much what I was trying to say.
All right, something to think about. We'll take a break and be back. We've got much more to talk about with our special guest, KaVontae Turpin, tonight on the Cowboys Hour at Sidecar Social in Frisco. We'll be right back.
Back to the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertsons and broadcasting live from Sidecar Social at the Star in Frisco.
Welcome back. Brad Sham with Nicole Hutchinson and our very special guest with vision like an owl, KaVontae Turpin. And Nicole and I will be back here next Monday. And then I should mention, although I have not talked to the powers that be, but I'm presuming, and we know what danger that leads to, that when the Cowboys are playing a Monday night game, we will not be here on Monday night. But we will be here on Tuesday night. How about that? Two of those, I got one right. Everybody mark the time, 6:44 Central. Okay. I got one right. So that there are 2 of those coming up. So Nicole and I will be here next Monday night, and then the following week on Tuesday night after the Monday night game with the Houston Texans. All right, questions from the audience, please. Oh, we got to turn that. Hold on. Come on, Ivan. All right.
Good evening, Kavante.
Good evening.
My name is Rambo.
Nice to meet you, Rambo.
So since you did not come up the typical conventional way into the NFL, do you focus your time on players that may be trying to make it into the league, like in the indoor leagues? Do you go over there, pep talk them, and tell them, hey guys, you guys got a chance. You just got to hustle?
Yeah, pretty much. I go, the XFL and the USFL. I played in the USFL, before I got to the NFL. So the USFL is like one of my greatest accomplishments I did in my life. That's one of the things that I did coming to the NFL. So I try to go back to the XFL. Give them guys encouragement, tell them that you're gonna get a shot. In the off season, NFL teams they gonna come up and they gonna give you a shot in the training camp. So I tell them just stay with it, stay humble, and just keep God first and keep faith in yourself, man. Just always gonna work at the end.
You didn't just play in the USFL. You were the MVP
yes, sir.
of the USFL. And we were just talking during the break because Nicole and I are still agog that Turp should have played as well as he did for several years without being able to see like he can see now. So how were you the MVP of the USFL and you couldn't see?
I just feel like I was up to speed. I feel like I was just way more better. Like I told those guys, coming to their training camp, doing USFL, I told them that they're gonna see something that they never seen before. I just had my mindset, that this pretty much gonna be my last shot that I had, to make it to the NFL. So I had that mindset that I'm gonna go out here and destroy these guys.
So you said that to the guys?
Yeah. I told those that, like in the meetings, they all the teams in the meetings. Like I told them, like every guy that came up to me, different teams, I told them like, y'all go see something y'all never seen before.
So this is something that I think there's some young people can benefit from how you approached it, because as you just said yourself. That was probably your last chance. I mean, your travelogue after you left school included leagues that people never heard of, the fan-controlled football league, played for the Glacier Boys.
Glacier Boys, yeah.
Where was that?
In Atlanta. It's in Atlanta. It was during the Kobe year, they had us in a bubble. The Glacier Boys was the rapper named Quavo.
Okay.
With the Migos.
Yeah.
That was his team. And, it's basically like a video, like a phone video game, pretty much. So, and it was a great experience. I couldn't do nothing in the 2020 in the bubble. So I really just trying to get some film and just stay active.
And then you played before that in the Spring League.
The Spring League, yeah.
With the Sea Lions.
Sea Lions, yeah.
Do you have any gear left from these?
Yeah. I still have my jerseys. I took my jerseys from all the leagues, yeah.
You have them hung up?
Yeah, in my game room.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you were with You were in the European League.
Yeah, I went to Europe, Poland.
Was it Poland?
Yeah, Wrocław, Poland.
Wrocław?
Yes, sir.
The Panthers.
Yeah.
So this is your journey. You've done all of these things. You've gotten to the USFL. You've been the MVP. And because you're the only one that lived that I don't know how many more of these chances I'm going to get. Mm-hmm. But somewhere within you're able to say to all these NFL teams who are looking at you while you're in the USFL, y'all fixing to see something you ain't never seen.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, how do we get from that travelogue? How do we get from the Panthers in Wrocław, Poland, to that kind of confidence?
Because I went to Wrocław, I was, those guys, in the European League, they really don't know the basics of American football, just like the steps and stuff like that. So I'd say I went over there as a teacher, and it kind of helped my mindset, my confidence, to teach those guys the basics of American football. So when I came back to the States, and when the New Jersey Generals selected me as the number one, the first receiver off the board, they just changed my mindset. Like, I was 26 at the time, and I was like, I missed 3-4 years in the league that I was supposed to be there. So I feel like that was my last straw for the NFL. I knew the NFL teams were gonna be watching. And I knew that was my last straw to show them what I can do.
Okay, more questions from the audience, please.
Hey, Kavante, Larry from McKinney.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure if you do follow stats or not, but I did a comparison, and with Deion Sanders, you are 1.1 yards more averaging on punt returns. Are you focusing on something like that, or are you just playing the game?
Pretty much, yeah. Like
In other words, are you better than Deion? I think is what he's trying to ask.
I'm better than anybody.
There you go.
Yeah,
Come on, confidence.
Yeah, I'm better than anybody. You want to put it like that, but at the same time, yes, I look at those, but it's not a big thing. I just try to, I try to break records. Like Deion record. Yeah, I'm better than him. Yeah, I will say that I'm better than Deion Sanders. But at the same time, yeah, I would like just,
Sure, because now you can see.
Yeah, I'm just trying to always trying to lead the league in punt return or kickoff return. It don't matter, who's there. Deion can be in this generation right now, and he won't even make a factor.
Have you always been this confident, like growing up? Have you always been like this?
Yeah, I pretty much say like I was this confident, but I wasn't cocky. I was pretty much humble with it, but I knew I had the confidence, and I knew I wasn't like really much vocal. So I try to lead by example and show the guys that, I lead by example. Guys just follow behind me.
We hear a lot all over the league about the respect that your special teams coordinator, John Fossil, commands. He had to answer questions about the fake punt today, and he's very stand-up. But I'm really interested in his reputation is so solid and so far-flung. What kind of a difference in you as a football player has Bones made?
Man, I say forget the football stuff. He made me a better person.
How?
Bones man, Bones, he's one of those genuine guys just outside of football. He'll text you, tell you, man, watching Sunday Night Football, just like Sunday Night Football. I'm watching Sunday Night, I'm cooking, I'm fixing some cookies. You want to come in and just watch it with the family? Like, that's the stuff Bones do. Like, he is very genuine, I go over there, meet his girls, meet his wife, and they're just so wonderful, man. The Bones, he's just, outside of football, he's just a wonderful person. Wonderful.
He's also the coach that discovered you coming out of the USFL. So what does it mean to have someone like that's seen so much potential in you?
I just say, man, Bones, man, he just like I tell him every day you come in, man, like, I got the most respect for him, just believing in me and just coming here just trying to, change this franchise and the special teams part. I always tell him, man, I'm very grateful for him just giving me the opportunity, that most guys didn't want to give me.
From a technique standpoint, has he done anything to refine you as a returner, whether it's how you catch the ball, what your steps are? Has he done anything like that?
No, not really. He just really does, because he don't try to tell me what to run or how to run. He really just try to make the blocking for the guys easier for them. Because I tell them always, like, the guys that's blocking for me, just take the guys where they want to go. Don't make it hard on yourself. If we got a right return and the guy got the leverage, where I'm going, just push him out and I'll just make it right. So Bone try to keep our guys, just keep their mindset then, like, Turpin gonna make it all right, just go out there and just play, and that's why our special team is so dangerous, because all the egos out the way and everybody just trying to go out there and just make a big play at all times.
For you, how much pressure is it? I mean, I know you said that every time you get the ball, you're trying to go score.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For sure. But for you also, though, just knowing that you still, if you don't score, you have to create an opportunity for this offense as far as giving them short fields. How much pressure is that for you?
I feel like
you don't feel it?
Yeah, I feel like it's not no pressure, because my mind said when I get the ball, if I score, if I'm trying to score and I don't score, I know for sure it's gonna be a big return. Yeah. So I feel like they're gonna put our offense in a great position that we already was in. So I just try to go out there and if I get loose more than like 20-yard return, I know for sure I got the offense in a good position.
Did you ever, when you started, how old were you when you started playing football?
Like 5 years old. Like 5. But I was playing with the bigger guys, and I was playing with like 7-year-olds.
Well,
so
I don't know how to tell you this, but you're still playing with the bigger guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's in a much different way. It's in a much different way.
Pretty much.
But that's kind of where I was going. I mean, was there ever a time that someone said, you're too little to be doing this?
Yeah, I got that, coming out of high school, trying to get recruited, I went to a couple of Alabama's counts, a couple of LSU counts. I did my thing at them, but my size, high school I probably like 130. I probably like 5'7", 130. I was pretty much tiny, compared to like SEC ball. So they kept my mindset just to keep going. I knew I had the heart. I knew I could play this game. So I just, in the playoffs, going to my high school year, my last year, I scored 16 touchdowns in the postseason. I won the championship. So I dedicated that postseason, my last year in high school, to get an offer, to get a big Power 5 offer. Somehow that TCU offer came, and I just was so grateful for it.
So what do you say to the doubters who pretty much doubted you your whole life?
Like a couple guys, I had a recruiter that, that used to take me to these camps, he came to me like a couple weeks ago and told me that Nick Saban told me that he effed up about, about telling me I was
Nick
too
Saban
small.
made it.
Wow.
Nick Saban felt like he made a mistake in not recruiting.
Not offering me pretty much. He came and told me that like a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
Do you remember where you were in school or how old you were when you thought, okay, this is as big as I'm going to be, but it doesn't matter. I can do things that other people can't do.
Yeah, I knew that by my sophomore year in high school. I knew for sure I wasn't growing no more. I knew for sure, but at that age, at that point, I really was just trying to gain weight. Put weight on. I knew for sure I wasn't, getting any taller, probably like an inch or two. But I was pretty much trying to get a little weight on me because coaches kept telling me I was just too small and stuff like this. So I was trying to give them another reason to tell me that I couldn't play this game. So that's pretty much one of the main focus I was on.
Guess what? He can play the game. KaVontae Turpin. Turp, thank you, man.
Yeah,
brilliant. That's brilliant. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for having me.
And Turp will be actually looking up and seeing the ball Sunday
Yes, sir.
against the Philadelphia Eagles. Thanks for being with us. And Nicole and I will be back right here at Sidecar Social in Frisco next Monday night on our next Cowboy Hour.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!